lần nghe. Má thì nó hay hết trong độ má. Nó bị nấu trong mắt độ.
Those sounds are not only from history, they are the strong and brave spirit of Vietnamese people, a nation that has never given up. In that golden history, there are young heroes who wrote their names with their own deep and powerful patriotism. Today, I would like to take you back to the 13th century to Bình Park, where we will witness a deeply moving story about a young boy of noble royal lineage, only 16 years old, who has born action but show a great and powerful spirit. It's Trần Quốc Toản with the story Crushing the Orange. This story is taken from the book Treasures of Vietnamese History, published by Hanoi Publishing House in 2020. Now, I would like to invite the judges, teachers, and friends to listen the story. In the late 13th century, the road to Mongol empires spread across the east. Although they had been defeated in David in 1258, they didn't give up their ambition to invade our country once again. In 1282, using the skill of passing through David to attack Champa, the Mongols sent an envoy named Sai Hung to spy on our country and insult our nation pride. His arrogant attitude and disregard for our national sovereignty aroused intense indignation among everyone. Thinking about danger of losing the country, Trần Quốc Toản was filled with determination to fight the enemy and save the nation. One morning in October 1282, in Bình Park, King Trần Nhân Tông organized a conference consisting of princes and generals to discuss strategies against the Mongol invaders. At that time, Trần Quốc Toản was only 16 years old. He was still very young, so he wasn't allowed to attend this important conference. Standing on the shore, his heart buzzed with anxiety for the fate of the nation. Having waited from morning until noon without seeing the king, Quốc Toản pushed his life, pushing aside the guard and rushing down to the dock. When soldiers arrived, he flushed and shouted loudly, "I have to see the king! No one is allowed to stop me!" Just as the meeting adjourned, Quốc Toản saw the king step out onto the deck of the boat, and he rushed forward, kneeled down before him, and spoke in a stern voice. "Majesty, if we let the enemy pass through our land, we will lose our country. Please allow us to fight."
Ha ha ha! Quốc Toản, you are so young yet so devoted to the country. I greatly admire you. I will not blame you for what happened today. Now I give you an orange. Keep this devotion and continue to serve the nation. Quốc Toản thanked the king and saved a sword. But he still felt upset.
The king gave me the orange, yet still speak like child, not allow me to join discussion about my affair.
The more he thought about the enemy army threatening to invade, the tighter his hand clenched. when he finally showed everyone the orange, it was already crushed.
Unwilling to stand by, Trần Quốc Toản returned and mobilized over 1,000 loyal soldiers and citizens. He personally acquired weapons, built warships, brought flags, and practiced martial arts, preparing to defend the country. Oh, son and daughter of Vietnam, for our country, for our nation's honor, we will never stand back. Defeat the enemy, repay the ignorance.
In 1285, when the Mongol army invaded Daein, Trần Quốc Toản, also known as Hoài Văn Hậu, together with General Nguyễn Khoái, led his troops into the fierce battle at Tây Kết. Amid the smoke and fire of war, the young hero charged forward, bravely leading his soldiers. His courage struck fear into the enemy, forcing them to retreat. His fearless spirit had regret victory at Imperial City and Juju and grouped the enemy general Hot Hot to fleeing humiliation.
Trần Quốc Toản sacrificed his life around the year 1285, while the fierce battle was still going on. When King Trần Nhân Tông heard the news, he was deeply saddened. To honor his bravery, the king posthumously granted him the title Hoài Văn Vương.
Teachers and students, the moment Trần Quốc Toản crushed the orange is not only a moment in history, but also a symbol of strong will, of courage, and of determination for the face of the enemy. His story teaching us about patriotism, responsibility, and bravery. Through this story, we promise to follow Trần Quốc Toãn's example, to do even small things well and study hard to build a better and more beautiful country.
This concludes our English storytelling.